Hello and welcome to another video. This is no longer called Vegan Gaze, this is called the Anti-Dairy channel because we've been covering a lot of dairy content recently. You know what, we're just gonna carry on because dairy is awful. Dairy is repulsive. Let's see what the dairy industry is up to now. Anger as Arla unveils plans for plant-based Lurpak butter. In quotes! Of course the wonderful Farmers Weekly has to put butter in quotes. Can't call peanut butter butter because it's got no dairy in it. So really, they should be suing Sunpat, Meridian, all of these brands that use the word butter when it's got no cow secretion in it. Arla farmer owners say they are hugely disappointed after the company announced plans internally to launch a plant-based Lurpak butter. The dairy cooperative told its farmer owners on Monday the 5th of June it was exploring opportunities to launch a plant-based spreadable Lurpak product in the UK and Denmark in 2024. Dairy farmers in the two countries who supply milk to Arla told of their disbelief over the plans and are concerned that this move could put the reputation of the Lurpak brand at risk. Put it at risk. I mean, if you're in the business of dairy, your reputation's pretty awful anyway. And interestingly with Arla, I've been involved in an investigation into one of their farms and it was diabolical. They are in the business of exploitation, they are in the business of cruelty, they're in the business of killing and stealing babies away from their mothers. You don't really have a reputation if you're going to do that shit, really, do you?
You are the evil.
News of the product launch proposal was made a week after Arla announced a 1.78p litre milk price cut, which will see farm gate prices for both conventional and organic milk in the UK fall to 35.21 pence per litre and 40.88 pence per litre respectively. Gary Mitchell, an Arla milk supplier who sits on the board of representatives, says we are in disbelief that Arla decides to launch a plant-based alternative using Lurpak name, our world-renowned and best-selling dairy brand, at this time when we were beginning the journey to produce milk more sustainably. Oh well babe, polish a turd, it's still a turd, you know? More sustainably, still ain't gonna be sustainable, is it? No, not at all. And I don't know why you're getting so butthurt. Brands do this. They really cannot hide their level of cope. They really can't. Oh my god, have you ever heard of a business diversifying and adding extras so that they can capture a bigger demographic? I've never heard of it myself. Never heard of it. Another Arla farmer owner who wished to remain anonymous said Lurpak is a dairy brand which is very trusted by the consumer. I'm not sure Arla should be going down the plant-based spreadable route. If it does, it should use its plant-based brand Jord. There's just no reasoning behind it. Many brands already who are heinous dairy companies have made a plant-based alternative. How is it going to affect their reputation or anything? There's no grounding for this. If anything, it's going to affect the reputation within the dairy community because they get very upset when some alternative on the market comes along. Have you seen this level of sensitivity anywhere else? It's always dairy farmers. They're like the worst. They're like the most sensitive people on the planet. I just don't understand. Is it because they know deep down that they are doing something so horrendous to another individual, perhaps? Never know, hey. Peter Glords-Carlson, Chief Commercial Officer for Arla Foods Europe, defended the company's plans. He said, milk will always be at the heart of what we do in our cooperative business. Until dairy dies. With all these companies like spreading out to the demographics, maybe there is this kind of background knowledge that this is a thing that's not sustainable. People are, they're having lifestyle changes, people going vegan, like people are moving away from lactose, stuff like that. Is it like that there's this concern with them that, they don't want to be like left behind, that, if dairy does go bust, they'll go bust with it? I do wonder. And I hope. But we also know that many households who choose plant-based products also have dairy in their fridge, which is just nonsense. You know these alternatives exist and they are based, so why would you just carry on sucking on the titty? I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. But maybe I just don't get it because of my very small vegan brain. We want to maintain Lurpak's position as the #1 butter brand for consumers both today and in the future, and putting the might of the beloved Lurpak brand behind plant-based option reinforces our commitment to giving people great tasting options. So yeah, dairy farmers being big mad yet again, just so sensitive to just a simple alternative being available in a business. Now I can't say I'd be picking up this product, there already exists these plant-based options, don't need them. but it's a good sign to see these companies kind of seeing, because they see things a lot further along than we do, for the most part, or at least a lot further along than I do. Perhaps they're picking up that with all this stuff happening with dairy like losing demand, perhaps they're thinking ahead and seeing that dairy isn't really going to be the thing that it is today, and hopefully it will be absolutely obsolete. So these companies will, change up and will conveniently forget about all the wrongs that they partook in for all that time. That's kind of how it works, right? But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Are the dairy farmers being sensitive again? Really does feel that way. Like, have you seen this anywhere? Is this just my anti-dairy bias? But have you seen people get this worried and feel this vulnerable when an alternative comes out alongside the rest of your products? If your products are really that desirable, that good, not a problem, then the plant-based turt shouldn't really worry you, should it? But thank you so much for watching. I do hope you're well. If you have nothing to say, then please leave a salad bowl down below. Do me a favour and share out this video so that more eyes can see it. And thank you so much to my patrons and channel members who help me out and keep these videos going, as well as my live streams and the other work that I do. I do hope you're well. And until next time, salads. I will see you soon.